Hi, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam, here with Austin as Erich, Ryan as Henwick, Bob is Kalidan, and Nick is Jimmy. And I am Dungeon Master. It's session 12 of Underland Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign. Let's see what happened last time.
We fought spiders.
Party fought spiders.
We caught everything on fire.
Had a short rest so that someone could wake up from their spider poison. It's still pretty early in the day because you woke up and you went and fought some spiders. You also saw a big crustacean watching you from the doorway, and then he wandered off into the path.
We learned that face spiders cannot imperial jaunt people with them.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Someone almost got
You were gonna just let Austin get eaten there, but I
thought he was taken.
Like, clearly Adam just decided that he's gone.
We are well known for just murdering people.
That's why your AC has to be the highest it could possibly be.
That's right, because otherwise he'll murderize me.
But that's not what I... But...
To be fair, those
It's
spiders
just like
would
how
have
you-
murderized us if we didn't have some
Adam, there's
AC.
two things everyone knows about you. One, you murder your players all the time, and two, you only wear clip-on ties.
But neither of those are true!
They sound true.
Will you hit him for me?
They sound true.
You really want your food movie right?
Yeah, he has me over a barrel.
You just start doing nothing but targeting.
Well, I owe you a punch. Just too far right now. In fact, can you move closer so I can...
What, like a fruit punch or like jungle juice?
Like a tropical punch.
Like like a nice tropical
Yeah, I'm gonna take you to the tropics and I'm gonna punch you!
So, wait.
Anyways,
As I
game!
understand it, free trip to the tropics, all I have to do is deal with you hitting me one time. Deal.
Shotgun.
No. It would actually be more upsetting to him if you made him drink Hawaiian punch.
It literally wouldn't.
I'm not very strong, I'm not surprised. Anyways, you saw the crustacean man go down the hallway, and otherwise you're in your big open, formerly spiderweb-filled cavern.
Yes, we proceed cautiously, as is last time.
Okay, you follow off to the crustacean. We don't want to go after the spiders?
They're all dead.
Well, there was an entire another passageway covered in webs.
Well, we're trying to follow the map.
Well, yeah, but if the crustacean went that way, it's probably a trap. Never mind, let's go that way. Traps make things interesting.
Hence the walk on the roof get hit by face spider multiple times.
Hey, it was a great story. Did I tell you about how I was unconscious? I was being assaulted by an army of mine spiders? You're all lucky. I'm the one who went down.
Did one of you... At some point, you'd healed in. After that, you were technically conscious, just paralyzed. So, you were technically at that point where able to see what's going on and be aware of it. You just couldn't do anything about
I'm
it.
just imagining Erich like in Goldfinger strapped to a table, and he's like, "Do you expect me to talk?" And it's just like monster noises with the troll talking at him. I knew you would say that.
Anyways, so you carry on for hours. Sounded like, I think last time you pretty much said a bit of a cautious pace, was it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And you can occasionally hear some scuttling and scraping from up ahead, but it is a continuous, straightforward path without branches for several hours. And though you hear something ahead of you, moving at your pace, you don't see it.
It's probably just Zoidberg.
You, carrying on at a certain point, you will eventually see what is a large, something bigger than you, crustacean thing, sort of standing at, and you actually get a chance to see it before it really does anything.
Alright, pause.
But it's just sort of standing there, kind of watching and staring back in your direction.
It's menacing us.
What do I know about the Chul? What type of creature are they?
Water creatures.
splash is super effective.
They're definitely aquatic.
Yeah.
They live their life aquatic, you could say.
Well, probably in. Well, I could see it either. You could pick your choice of either an arcane or a religion check.
Arcana.
Figured as much.
Natural one.
Yeah,
They
they're-
hit hard on the outside.
They're crustacean creatures. They are aberrations. Continue.
Alright. So
Give me permission.
Thank you.
they're not just whatever. They're not just whatever normal crustacean.
Yeah, it's not some monstrosity or beast. There's something strange about them.
Ghostbusters.
I wonder what language they speak.
Well, they're making chittering noises.
It doesn't necessarily seem like it was a language that you
No.
were hearing. Chittering could very well be some of its movement.
Yeah.
So, just to be clear on what I'm describing. So you see it before any of your party does,
Okay.
because you just have further dark vision, and it's not hiding. It's standing sort of in the middle of the path, just staring back.
Mm-hmm.
Watching my purple glow approach.
You and your ticks.
That's right.
Better run, better run.
Do you have the party stop, or does everyone just keep walking towards it?
I'd say we stop and observe it for a moment.
Okay, well that means you observe it, because they can't see it.
Okay.
Yes, I can't.
Then whatever. I tell people to halt for a moment.
Yeah.
I take some nature of stance so that if he gets attacked, I can jump in front of him.
Perfect time to do that. It seems to just be standing there, like almost like it's washing down the path.
Towards me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, whatever, I tap Jimmy.
Lean over.
What do you want?
Well, I start casting Whisper between me and him.
Yeah. It said it seems to be maybe a lookout.
I message the rest of the people. Crab, look out.
Yeah, it's looking in our direction.
Do we want to kill it, or try to sneak by it, or...
Engage it in debate.
I say I was investigating what's causing the creatures to act abnormally, so eliminating them is not what I've been looking into. So if we can bypass it, or at least try to figure out what might be causing their unusual behavior, if it starts acting weird, that would be what I'm interested in.
Are they naturally aggressive?
Be aggressive.
You're not positive. You know that they have taken people, but in general, you're not.
I'd say animal behavior
Well, we
can be.
try to walk by it, I guess, without attacking it. But if it comes at us, we're going to murder it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's let it gnaw on us. We'll limp on as long as we can.
It's a large creature. It almost shoulder flank. There's maybe 5 feet to one side of it, where it is presently standing.
Like looking ahead, it looks like he'll be blocking our path, though, and we'd only have a narrow gap to get around it.
Is the hall wider out where we are? If we lured it back out to
No.
run around it? No.
Most areas are narrower.
So it's going to be in our way one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go into its line of sight and see if it's aggressive. Unless you have enough second level spells to cast invisibility on all of us.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Concentration.
Concentration, yeah. Even if he could, he couldn't.
Yeah, that's not something that I can do.
Although technically he could cast it, give time for someone to sneak past, cast it, so there could be that way.
Still don't have enough spell slots.
Yeah.
You need to be a sorcerer with twin spell.
Well, I do not have invisibility or a twin spell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he took more better
Blaster.
magics
I took ones that did only cost 1 sorcery point to use.
that are also just more flavorful and thus statistically the best.
He always does that.
I always
Hey, at
appreciate
least
it.
he has attack damage spells this game.
I mean, you really can't dodge me for that one. I took attack damage spells and everything.
And granted, only one of them's actually ranged, but...
All of my spells are ranged.
He also has an ability that makes him work very well for close combat. The ability to get in and get out without.
Yeah, it's mostly the get out part.
Don't say that, Vic. You'll get a reputation and never hear the end of it, despite the fact you play tanks.
You're playing a tank currently.
Yes, I know. And yet I still have to hear about how I just like to run away from things.
Because you do. I mean,
You do. Maybe your character does it.
I like
One time.
I like to point out,
One
this
time.
character who
It's
gets
not
out of
one
things is
time.
still someone who goes into fight first.
Yeah.
Remember? You had your
Nobody's gonna call
superhero
Erich
character,
away.
you had your psionic character, they both had the same MO.
The monk also liked to do that a lot.
That was because it was funny.
So are we
Doesn't
gonna,
matter your reason. What are we doing?
We're gonna fight it.
Walk up.
Well, let's interact with it first, and then if we have to fight it, we can.
All right.
Okay, so who moves forward?
I will. I fear nothing.
Does everyone come with him, or just
Yes.
Okay. You get right about to the point where you can see it. At which point
It can see you.
it turns and it goes off to a path that you couldn't quite tell from that distance, leading off to the side.
I'd say, hold, maybe we could converse about this. I talked to it in Primordial.
It seems to have gone down that path.
I don't know, it looks like a water person. Water language probably works.
Yeah, it went, and it turned to the right and went off to some path on the right.
So there's a path on the left and a path on the right?
Nope, there's a path going straight forward and a path on the right.
And it went up to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go check it out.
Yeah. That is how the map say anyways.
So you advance forward, continuing a short bit where you can still hear it. It seems to have
Yeah. So
moved on. You can see it kind of moving away for a bit, but it's willing to just go at a little faster pace. And it doesn't take long down this path before you have to be a little cautious with taking them onto the path. The surface of the rock around the stone is just becomes sort of wet and almost like slimy. It's slick to walk on. And there's a bit of a foul scent to the air as you get near that point.
Okay. We've got... go ahead and get something and cover your face, just in case. So...
What do you cover your faces with then, if that's...
A respirator.
A rag soaked in fetid water.
This is what I have to deal with.
My old cloak. And I pour some fresh water on it.
I also use Nick's old cloak after he pours fresh water on it, because he can't have my fresh water.
I just stuffed some jerky into my mask and put that on. Just wedge a piece of jerky into my mask and then put my mask on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since when have you had a mask?
I've always had a mask.
I just...
I have an alabaster mask.
I don't think you've ever taken that out.
Nope, but I got it.
It's like literally he puts on a mask that seems to be somebody's face. Like, this is a mask that was carved in someone's likeness. And he's just stuffed jerky and put it on his face.
There, you can't smell.
We
dust.
occasionally
I
hear
can smell
chewing sounds. Are you eating?
Does it look like it?
Yeah, and I go into my component supplies and try to find some sort of, like, salve and rub it on my nose and then wrap my
dirty. Maple rub.
face in a Face in a blanket.
Vicks, of course, I needed that.
Just backwater all under the nose. That'll help the smell.
Fireball.
I'm just gonna go ahead and deal with the scent.
Okay.
It just smells bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it? Yeah, I just ignore it.
It smells bad, the ground is sticky, and the walls are sticky and it's slimy.
I think I know that girl.
Anyways,
I get the impression that I should tie a rope to Erich.
As he's captured and dragged away.
No, he's got sticky shoes, and if we should fall, he can act as an anchor.
That's true. I do have sticky shoes.
oh, the
Spider climb.
walls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you are still... Basically, it's rough terrain, and or difficult terrain, and it is still difficult terrain on the walls as well. And the ceilings, they're all sort of slimy. You can kind of see this, like, sort of almost like gelatinous goo just sort of clinging to the ceiling occasionally. Plop. You can follow that there's been some traffic here of probably that large crustacean, at least one of them.
Ah, sticky goo. Empty jar.
Definitely want some of that.
You know, you do you, man.
Just imagine your character wandering around following snails, being like, "This is useful."
Yeah,
I think it's more
slippery goo, not sticky goo. But yeah.
Ah, slippery goo.
It's like-
You never know. There might be something that I could use this for.
Yeah, that's just how wizards are, man.
Wizards are gross.
see.
Especially ones that actually take the spell component pouch.
You don't want to know the things I've done to get these
On top of
materials.
that, I specifically go and look for dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And cut off their hands.
That's because that's all I can do with them right now.
That's the only part he's figured out how to bring back to life.
Don't you have to be like level 11 before?
No.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, he's...
What's that, 2 more?
Yep.
Probably is why I let him modify an ability so that he could get at least this earlier on.
Campaign will be over before that happens.
Maybe.
I hope not.
We really steamrolled it.
You walk on though for about an hour at a very slow pace in order to keep balance, and that's precautious.
I mean, if we didn't keep balance, we would just fall down, or would you go sliding somewhere?
You would fall down,
Oh.
at
So,
which point you would crawl and you'd be moving even slower.
I was thinking, like, actually using that slide to our advantage.
I do have a shield. Just straight Legolas this.
I've got a shield, too. Yeah, exactly. Can we surf down this tunnel?
No, there are too much uneven surface that it would get hung up on.
What if it's an all-terrain shield?
It's not. That's cancer.
Have to go back and ask the dwarf.
Yeah, we need to.
Can you all-terrain this shield?
What?
We need to start getting into those advanced floating disc mechanics.
Anyways, before the room opens up and you find yourself on a bit of a crescent shoreline before a massive lake in a giant cavern.
Mm.
Look, you're
Much lower ceiling than the one that you'd been in before. Very clearly a different underground lake. And at this point, falling could cause you to slip and slide into the water.
Oh, well. I don't necessarily want to do that.
The ground has a gradual slope that goes down to it, and as far as you can see, no crustacean. So, either the troll is become invisible,
Or went into the water.
or went
How
into the
far
water.
away is the water's edge?
From the point where
From the
you
entrance.
see it, probably
very specific.
60 feet.
Yeah, very specifically from the point in which you see it, it's always going to be 60 feet.
Dark vision.
You want to know the greatest point?
Mm.
That literally had nothing to do with how I came up with 60 feet, but
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah, you're right. That it wouldn't make any other sense. From the point where you see it, 60 feet. Same for everyone else, but you basically come out of the path, and where the cave opens, the tunnel opens up into the larger cave, about 60 feet.
Okay.
Right on.
I'm going to take a look around the area of the lake and see if I can find any signs of disturbances that might lead to a bit of more understanding about the unusual
So
behavior.
you approach the shoreline.
Well, first, Jimmy, would you play us some tunes?
Sure.
Anything specific?
Just some sort of...
Something inspirational?
some sort of aquatic serenade.
I play the harmonica. I'm all out of inspiration till a long rest. I blew all that last combat.
I'm still following him around.
I'm playing the Song of Rest, the one that lets you heal more during short rests if you use your recovery dice.
Did you finally get Song of Rest?
Yeah, I got that back at second level. I just never play it because very rarely do we have multi-battles in which we spend hit dice in between.
Oh, okay. You mean second level and by that you mean third level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like second level? No, you were a warlock that level or something.
Second level bard gets it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. The lake has a ceiling to it, or this cavern's got a ceiling to it, right?
It does.
Eric.
It is also covered in the same slippery goo.
Eric. Then you want to go and inspect the ceiling?
Sure.
Right.
Just take a boat trip on up there.
Slow going because it's slippery.
Magic shoes.
Mama said they'd take me
As
anywhere.
you get near the point where,
I cast Minor Illusion near the edge of the lake to make it look like a gnome is standing there.
Do you do this before he walks or after?
Yes.
Or? Okay.
After I just told him to go and check out the ceiling, I'm going to cast Gnome Illusion near the shore.
I am still standing between Ryan and the shore.
I got Jimmy playing, got him walking up the wall, and now I got him protecting me, and I'm like...
One of these things should trigger an ambush.
I'm like,
Why can't I catch this room on fire? That was really worked well.
It's almost like you did one thing and then the next place is just specifically designed to prevent it.
You need water to oil. So you need
Is that a thing?
No, we just need to collect a ton of potassium, and we're going to turn this into a giant bomb.
I don't know. I've recently learned how to make lye water.
Lye water.
You just hold up a bottle of water and say it's wine.
No.
Oh!
No, to make soap. It has to do with wood ash.
Yeah, you take wood ash and
Well,
put the...
I always think
Yes,
about
Dwarf just taught me that.
I always think about lye and having it being used to cover dead bodies. So
Well, you can do that too. It's highly caustic.
Yeah.
Or you put it on people's hands and you blast their hand with a hose
Why?
to hurt them. Like, was that not clear? We were discussing different usages of lye. One of them is to hurt them.
No, you can
Also-
also do the fireman hose.
Also, evidently, wood ash is very important because it's also used in tanning.
It doesn't respond to the illusion. However, you're basically with the height of the ceiling, walking on the ceiling, your head is basically similar height to where your head would be off of the ground if standing on the ground. So as you're walking through, you get to a point where you're also pretty near that shoreline.
Can we put a rope and a hook on him and use him for fishing bait?
Wait, and so how high is the ceiling? It's only like
15 feet.
No,
if
not
that.
even. No. Closer to 10, 11 feet.
I freeze the water above me as I go.
Which is the water below him.
Yes, you freeze water provided there are no creatures in it. The water unfreezes in 1 hour.
Okay, first off, above you is still where your feet are.
No, it's down there.
That's not how above and below work.
Then I use above me. I get that water above me, and I freeze.
Above you is still where your feet are.
Adam, the enemy's gate is always down.
Yeah, come on, this is obvious.
It's the direction of my head.
Well, that's the point. Either I freeze it, and then I have to go through ice, or it doesn't freeze, and I notice I'm there.
Anyways, so
Okay,
do you
5
do that before you get over the water?
It's got a 30-foot range.
Okay. So you just do that like from standing up on the shore?
As I'm walking, I'm making like a line on the parallel to my walking line.
I don't think you can have all that many of those.
Cantrip.
Probably not.
I imagine
No more
one
than
and
2
three.
non-instantaneous effects active. Well, I'm fine with a 10-foot section of ice directly beneath me, above me.
Beneath you.
I'm okay with that. There we go. There's a 10-foot block of ice directly above me.
Which is
Below
still
you.
beneath him. Yes.
Yes.
He's redefined gravity as his feet are always down.
Yeah.
But you still feel gravity pulling you away from where you're walking.
Well, it's really useful when we get into planes of directional gravity.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm training.
Anyways, as you get near, probably once you freeze the thing is probably when you first near. So you've finally arrived.
Oh God,
Is
voices!
it talking in common?
It will probably say a few different sounds. It'll make you will in your head hear a number of different sounds before it would arrive on common.
Oh, it's telepathic.
It is telepathic.
I'm just thinking of in
Well, I respond aloud. Well, it was a long journey, but we did come as fast as we could.
Wonderful.
I don't think
And-
the microphone's going to pick that up.
Almost without breaking, almost with like no real break in the surface, this large creature sort of ascends. You can unless you're standing, if you're at least halfway between where you entered and the shore, you can see it, or you can see it. You have enough vision, but yeah. So basically, around 30 feet out, this large creature with a roundish head with 3 eyes, one on top of the other, mouth of sharp fangs, small tentacles off the side of it, and just sort of behind it, trailing off almost like down into the water, an array of, a half dozen other tentacles, just sort of, falling off behind it.
Sharp teeth, tentacles, more than 2 eyes. Must be a nice person.
Slight and little droopy fins off the back.
See, that's adorable.
I've been needing some assistance, and I've heard you've already cleared the arachnid issue.
Well, I mean, wouldn't have been my first choice, but they were uncooperative.
Yes. Makes things much easier. They were trapping my prey.
So, what do you need?
My vision beyond home has grown narrow. I've had people act, and they've not come back. Please, enter my waters. And what do you desire? I can grant you power.
I think I've got enough power. I mean, I'm kind of replete with power. You might not know me, but I'm pretty famous.
Are you?
By all means, I am. Yeah, I mean, your lake's nice and all, but I once met this lady who lived at the bottom of a lake. She kept trying to give me swords, saying, "You are the chosen one. Take this sword and conquer kingdom." But I'm saying, you know what? I'm already like an honorary king in like 4 different provinces. I don't need to be an actual one.
Paperwork is a nightmare.
He's a rambling man, can't be tied down to one country.
She must have a terrible time dealing with crazy people.
You go far, then.
Oh yeah, I travel all over. I've been to places people usually don't think you can go, but you can. You just got to really be dedicated.
I'd love to see it. Enter my waters.
Well, I mean, you'd have to leave the waters to go somewhere else.
No. Not at all. I live here, and until I've purpose to leave, it is better to be reclusive.
Eric's the only one hearing his...
You're hearing all of his side effects.
My.
And we're all just like, okay, so business as usual. Eric's talking to the fish person.
We're hearing one side of the conversation, and he's like,
He is probably about 30 feet ahead of you, closer to water. You do see its mouth move as it talks.
No, so it's not...
Yeah, it is mouthing the words that are going into his head.
They're blooping at me.
Eric, can you understand it?
Oh yeah, he's pretty chill. Apparently he's lonely and wants people to go in the water with him. He's offering great power if you do.
Ask him if he knows what's been disturbing the Chul.
So have you know anything about these Chul guys?
Yes. That probably around sort of the outer edges of the crescents, probably a dozen or so, halfway stick up out of the water. They follow me. They don't go too far, though. They're not welcome amongst the civilized people, amongst the worshippers, amongst society.
Well, that's just unfair.
They're like clowns.
Yeah, he says these Chul are with them, but they don't really go nowhere but here.
When did he meet up with the Chul?
You had these guys around with you for a while?
Oh, no. Only a couple of centuries.
Only a couple centuries.
This would have been a more recent event than that. And ask him if he's got anything in recent memory that's been causing them to act strange.
Anything new going on, like, say, past decade?
Things change slowly.
That sounds terrible. I could not get behind things changing slowly. I mean, no offense, your water's really nice, you're cool, but I'm already, like, getting antsy.
You've friends there.
Yeah,
Tell them to walk nearer my shore.
I did. I gave him the offer for the great power.
So I don't know, but I don't trust the giant fish monster. It seems like a bad deal.
You did at one point translate.
Yeah, price and power.
Yeah, like, you probably legit. Sounds legit. I'm just saying, from me to you guys, I've dealt with some extraterrestrial crazy beings before, and when they offer you power, it's legit. I mean, they give it up.
But...
Well, it costs.
Yes.
You gotta pay.
So, what exactly have the Chul been doing? Were they kidnapping people or something?
Yeah, there have been some people that have been kidnapped.
I asked him if he's been taking people with the Chul.
They're asking whether or not you've been using your friends here to grab, like, non-dudes and bring them in.
I would not want to work with someone that was so easily taken. They do eat at times.
Well, he says no, he's not kidnapping people, but, Chul got to eat.
How far away By now, you should have a pretty good mental map. How far away is the places you've been? Is there a competing fish monster, maybe, that controls Shul?
This is the first time I've seen one of these guys.
Yeah.
And if he's in control of them, that could possibly determine odd behavior, but...
You don't see anything necessary with him, but some of the imagery with him is definitely things that seem familiar, but that you can't quite place. Not strictly that you've ever encountered one of these before, but that maybe something from the same kind of place. The True even now being, a little closer and in the room, they have,
a little bit of
tentacle bits.
I take out my key and take a look at it.
It's a key.
It's not doing anything special.
Roll it around my hand and then put it back.
So while this guy does have Chul, we're not thinking he's the one controlling the Chul doing weirder stuff.
From some of the areas they've been, it's not, it's within probably a few days of here. And it could have been, just basically, it could have been a different one. It could have been this, and just literally them, as they've gathered in numbers, going off to feed in wider territory. To some extent, depending on where paths connect, it could be something that almost some of the more recent attacks could have, and where they were, some of the changes could have been the blocked off path from spiders. Because all of a sudden they wouldn't be able to go that way.
Ask him when the spiders moved in and if he has any of his kind that would also be in the area commanding Chul.
You just want to chat with them directly?
Yes.
Are they just not close enough?
I would like them a little closer to the water.
Yeah, if you just get a little closer, he can talk to you direct. I'll stand there.
No. We expect you to get captured.
It's fine, please.
He just looks at the guy's just sitting there shaking his head vehemently. Nope.
I say my prayers. I'm covered.
I hand you rope.
Tie yourself off.
Yeah.
You walk a little closer, around the distance that he is probably.
Is there, stalagmites or something?
Everything's covered in slick goo. If
I
he
know.
gets dragged in, you go with them.
No. If there's a stalagmite, I could loop the rope around the stalagmite and use it as a basic pulley.
Nothing more than, little lumps. Nothing that is that you think that you could slightly get it around.
Alright, I use my axe and chop into the stone and provide myself a sound footing. And
Is the axe magical?
It is not.
While you could probably do that for today, you will.
Did I put another minus on my axe?
Yeah, you will be basically damaging your axe.
How much damage?
Blunting that edge.
Yeah. How much was? Do you remember how much that was?
Probably just -1 damage, or did it actually?
The last time I did something like that, it was a -2. Though I think there's a hardness issue between the axe and the stones.
Didn't you get a new axe?
I did get a new axe.
Are you using
threw
your
away
old axe?
the old axe.
Yeah, the old axe got catapulted.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Could I use the shield to the same thing, or would it not work?
I don't think it has enough of an edge.
Yeah.
Nick.
You're being very helpful. Thank you.
Could you be helpful to me? Less helpful to him?
Use a dagger.
Hey, Nick, let me borrow your sword real quick.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it is unbreakable.
Yeah, I use Nick's sword.
That literally is one of the features I gave it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that keeps you from having to look that up. All right, there you go.
See, I'm being helpful.
Yeah, it's you. But yeah, so you first have a minute. Hello. You've looked here for a while, haven't you?
I've been here all my life.
I do have a
Except
prepared
for-
action to rip him away from them using the rope.
Except for a few hours.
Well, welcome. So,
I've been investigating.
would you like to enter my waters? I could,
Why?
because I want to see beyond here, and I can grant you power.
That's always sort of a fishy kind of situation.
You won't find any fish in these waters. Just me and my servants.
Me and my crab people.
Occasionally, you
Looks
know,
like crab. Walks like
we
people.
do not desire you any harm. We want you to walk away from here.
Is it still
You
talking to
fought-
me?
No.
Uh,
You can still see him mouthing.
Oh, so I got some peace and quiet.
Mhm.
I'm gonna drop a line to Farlingham real quick. Do a little self introspection. It's like, 'cause I want to take the deal. This is interesting. I mean, aside from that one time with the lady, I've never ever met somebody else who was superpowered in a lake. So I mean, I kind of want to, but the whole eating people troll thing tells me it's a bad plan.
Tell me.
I'm just looking for a little divine backup.
You want me into the water because you want to see further away. What is it that you would need me for?
As an extension of my eyes.
Can you know what is it
You
that
deal
you
with
need to
undead?
see?
That sounds like zombie to me.
Yeah, and he's like, I can understand that. And he's like, so you can do that, and how is it that you see?
Through my mind.
What can you see through me?
What do you do? In your mind.
Think, extrapolate, make abstractions, calculate.
Ryan, remember when you asked someone, what do you think about?
Yeah.
And watch them just go, what do you mean, what do you think about? You know, just in your free time, what do you think about? That's what she's doing. And it was annoying when you did it.
What did you want to ask?
I'm investigating what the Troll are doing, and also, tell me, you said that you can see things using your mind. Can you see things that once were?
I have seen things as they were.
Can you do it? Are you able to do it with somebody? Can you see what was once?
I swear
Not
to
if
God,
I've
you
not
guys are
already
so
seen
close
it.
to Galadriel right now. It's not even funny.
It was very funny. That's why you laughed.
Would you be able to look into my past? Or would you know anything about it?
He goes silent for a bit. And so, what are you saying?
I'm more like just looking for a little line of, heads, tails. Good plan, bad plan. Good idea, bad idea. Because I kind of want to just see what happens.
It's like Farlingham, give me a light bulb.
I mean, come on. Farlingham's like the guy to go to for this sort of thing.
Ding.
Because he understands that, you gotta see. But he also understands that you probably don't want to die. And like I said, the fish-eating people thing.
I just imagine praying, it's like, good idea, bad idea, gotta travel. And he's like, should I go down that path? Nah, man, you don't want to go that way. And he's like, yeah, go check it out.
That's exactly why I'm asking.
Of anything, it seems like almost you feel more unheard than you have at any point in the past. Not even not responded to, but unheard.
That sounds like a no.
I whip out my map and show it to him.
And he sort of pauses to you. Yes.
Golden arrow.
Yeah, I know.
Nixelbick and his bullying friend.
Mitzelblick? Who's that? Mitzpitlick?
A goblin that saw the wrong end of a hook core wandering in a cave not too far from here. He did not get very far.
Because in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Alright.
However, see, that's led you here.
If your power, what's price?
I get to see.
You get to see. What do you get to see?
I get to see what you see.
That
Learn what you learn.
So it's not just seeing through your eyes; it's also picking through your brain.
And is this temporary or permanent?
Well, you'd think of it very permanent, but it's quite a temporary thing for me.
Okay, I get that.
You are very temporary.
She is terrible at making shady deals. Totally should have just said very temporary.
So you can't see anymore when somebody dies, huh?
I cannot.
Interesting. So, he's asking for... Yeah, I'd turn to you guys, and he's like, he's asking us to go into the water so we can be his TV channels. Except I don't say TV channels because that doesn't exist. And he's like, he wants to use us as his...
Remote viewing pods?
He wants us to
Walker
use
would want you to do
his divine
He
entertainment.
moves all around. How great is that with us?
See, now he's just intercepting your prayers
Well, that's
and
the
then
question.
giving...
Like, you playing middleman with my talks?
You talk in my house.
Like, could you pass that along and then pass his back?
He says yes.
I'd like to take your word for it. But I've been dragged around a little too much for that. I mean, I can always, I guess I can go, get a line, and then come back.
Well, he says yes, of course. It's what you want to do. Has he ever steered you away from following that desire, as it always leads you to great adventure?
No.
Why would he do so now? What could be so foul here? He's put you in some gravely disastrous situations, and you've walked out of them with wonderful
that
stories.
wasn't my fault.
Wonderful stories.
So we nod, say thank you for your time, and back away slowly.
No,
It's
the
like,
bigger
we know
issue
where
with
you
this-
are.
The bigger issue with this is that she's confirming that he's not lying terribly. And that's upsetting to me. Not the player, not the character, but me, the player, the person. It's very upsetting that apparently he's been telling the truth.
At least half the time. Sometimes. Most of the time, I'm telling the truth. Sometimes.
Most of the things you say are at least partially the truth.
It's like I'm hearing them, but I'm still further back near the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I say, we go, These may not happen. Maybe with the spider's gone, she'll stop taking people. So we go explore that other thing.
The Aboleth moves.
Oh, it's an Aboleth now.
It is.
We don't like those.
It seems to almost swim through the air, and as it does, the water below it seems to ripple. Hello.
Keep backing up. Hi, giant fish thing.
I
Backing up
believe you
towards.
have acquaintanceship with the Raven Queen.
I know some birds. Just backing up.
And you, sir? Is it
Wait,
Argyle that you seek? Perhaps you need a little more strength to be able to locate him.
no, I need more armor, so she's obviously dumb.
A little more power, protection. We can see what we can grant you.
She's now delving into the mind of a deeply disturbed individual, Adam. I would just like to point that out.
Yeah. Gunface right now.
Please, the thing she's seen.
Yeah, no.
Oh no, not your trauma. Try seeing an interdimensional being a couple times a week.
I mean, specifically, this is the side of D&D that wants to be Lovecraft, but it's not legally allowed to be Lovecraft.
But we should run away from it like it's
Now
Godzilla,
it is.
though it is legally distinct from Godzilla. But we should still run away from it. No, it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wanted to ask it if it knows what happened to me.
No.
But how is it talking to me? I'm really far away from the water.
It moved.
It moved closer. Technically, it could talk to you all beforehand, but it doesn't want to. It wants to see you.
Is it within 30 feet of me?
It's probably a little further than that now.
No, I can't see it.
That's fine. It's just talking into your brain.
What, your dark vision doesn't go
It
out?
only
'cause
goes to
it's-
30 feet.
Oh.
Yep, magical item only goes to 30 feet.
I was like, oh, let me just change that.
No.
I quadruple you.
I'll have
I
to.
also check it. 'Cause
I have to take another in Warlock, then burn a thing to get up to your range. Well, then I
Hey,
technically
that's true.
surpass
You're
you.
already a warlock. Take this deal. Double warlock.
No. I got Raven Queen Warlock. So
Double.
I'm good.
Double warlock. Ah, yes. The great.
No one's ever... that's never gone bad on anyone.
Hey, just ask Constantine. The more deals you make, the easier it is to break them. Because then the superpowers
No, you're
are
just
fighting
thinking-
over you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nifty.
The great old Raven Queen. The combo warlock you've always wanted.
I'll walk on down to the shore. Well, like, the floor. The floor.
Yeah.
Walk down to the floor.
Yeah, let's get in the water. Me and Eric can do it.
He'll actually back off and he'll give you space.
Well, I gotta get off my... I got fancy clothes. I'm not gonna get these wet.
I like to vote this is a bad idea.
That's why we're testing it.
Yeah, it's only a bad idea until we do it.
Nope. Oh, right, then it's a bad action. It was an idea, now it was a poor practice.
Ah,
Do you wait for him or do you step into the water?
Yeah, me and Eric will go in.
He, as you step in, if you pause, he will urge you to submerge yourself, whether going deeper or laying down. He does not care, but he'll urge you to submerge.
Just face flap.
That is fine for him. Basically, he needs you drenched.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and sit down.
And just after a moment, you find that you can breathe this water.
neat.
Breathe this water.
I still have my prepared action to drag him out.
After a moment, you may
Are you
select a
going
feat. You get a feat.
Nah.
Feat of your choosing. You so almost like feel like warmth grab onto you,
Oh,
thanks
someone
you.
peed in the pool.
and he thanks you.
Ah.
Is the double stat a feat?
No.
No, okay.
It is not a feat. It is a character improvement.
Yeah. This is the alternate, so you can get a 1 stat and something else.
Make.
Well, there are many options to do so.
Feet.
If you don't already have the saving throw proficiency, you definitely can.
But yes, once I get down to my skivvies, then
You get the same benefit.
But I already took a feat.
You can take another one. There are lots of them, and some of them are just
They're really
generally
not that
good. There are some that are just generally fine to have. They give you more power.
Just the one
You
that.
can increase your passive perception in the one game that I use passive perception.
Nah, it's a trap.
Does it tempt you, Nicholas?
No, it angers me at the other games where I took that was awesome.
Hey man, you can have it now. All you gotta do is walk in the water.
No.
Hey.
I wouldn't do it for just feet. If I got another level of Warlock,
Hey, man.
that would be one thing.
We're in the water, waving you in. The water's fine! Come on in! Feels great.
I said that we can breathe it.
Nothing about this is shady or weird.
Everything about this is
The water's a
shady
bit
and weird.
murky, but you do feel that as much as he appears to be up there, you feel he's probably actually swimming down within the water. But he does not seem to be approaching.
As in, the thing we're seeing is an illusion?
Yeah. For one, they can't fly.
Wait, what? Oh, right. That's true. I can sort of fly. Sort of, kind of. A little bit.
Short bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Yeah. I'll go ahead and take observant.
What?
No, that's a passive perception, and does it give anything to investigation?
Yes.
And reading lips.
Yep. And 1 to my intelligence.
To round you out to 20.
Having a feat that actually lets you gain, stats of your choosing.
Mm-hmm.
I have no such advantages.
Isn't there a charming or something in there you can
Nope. There's after.
take? Oh.
But I'm not that kind of bard.
The class he has not taken.
Gambler gives you 1 to charisma.
Yes, we have off-brand feats that he might...
Yeah, that I've basically said I'm fine with these.
Is it only, like, that half page?
It's page and a half. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what
Furthermore,
feats
you
are
are a half elf.
Dual focus. The ability...
Nope.
No?
Nah, he already read that off. That's too much penalty for the bonus.
Yeah, cruel.
There were new feats besides these?
Yeah.
I was not aware.
Yeah, this is an off-brand book that I am fine with, but there are also the racial ones. Page 73.
Because otherwise I'm just going to end up with,
For half elf
Maybe
would be
spell
Elven
sign.
Accuracy or Prodigy.
What's prodigy?
For half elf, half orcs, or humans, gain 1 skill proficiency of your choice, 1 tool proficiency of your choice, and fluency in 1 language of your choice. Choose 1 skill in which you have proficiency. You gain expertise with that skill, so double.
That's pretty nice.
Elven Accuracy is Dex, Int, Wisdom, or Cha increased by 1, and whenever you have advantage on an attack roll using Dexterity, Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma, you can reroll that. Reroll 1 of the dice once.
Those are
So-
both pretty nice.
Those are your racial options for.
How many targeted spells do you actually have that you
Like
roll an attack? Yeah. But I could see you skill monkeying.
But that one gives you Charisma.
Yeah. Shocking Grasp and I believe Witch Bolt. Both for our attack rolls.
No.
Yes, ranged spell attack.
But anyways, regardless of which one you end up choosing, you're going to choose one that gives you +1 to intelligence, I guess, correct, Ryan?
Yeah.
I figure that's your... I thought that's what the
You're
was.
not limited. One. Oh, okay.
Come in. We will find your uncle together.
Cool.
I don't trust the fishy.
I say we let them do it. If no bad things appear in a week or two and we have to kill them, we can come back and fish later.
Nothing bad will happen.
Yeah, test group.
I promise.
Don't trust beings of power unless they're birds.
I could not lie to you. Seriously, what do you think I could do?
I don't know, make us puppets that go and do your bidding so you can see the world?
I could do that. That is actually something I can do.
Yeah.
I don't want to. And you don't need to step in my water for that. I could drag you in.
See?
That's
an
just
honest
threats.
deal.
Yeah.
It's an honest deal.
My issue, the thing I'm actually weighing now is if both of them are already puppets, there's no point because Ryan's the only way I know how to get out of here, and Vix has too much personality to keep my character from doing whatever the hell it is that he wants anyways. So one way or the other, I'm probably going to wind up in the water because it doesn't matter.
And I'm going to take that element accuracy. So that when I do make an attack,
And
I'm not
so
as
your
bad at it.
charisma goes up one?
Yes.
The thing is that she gives out feats, which, as we all know, are stupid and useless.
Tell that to my +5 mod to see half.
I just did. Did you not hear me?
It's all an extra +1. Nah, pretty legit. Farlingham was right. He totally would approve of this. Probably. I'll ask him when I'm done.
Nothing else. We get more powerful, and it knows, and then we come back and kill it when it has its army ready.
Huh? Oh no! It said that it can't do its thing anymore when somebody dies.
So your plan is to get a lot of money together, kill yourself, and resurrect yourself to break the connection?
I'm not going to be alive forever. I'm not going to be living forever.
Someone's got goals.
Well, that's a Ryan character. That happens.
Yeah. Scary goals.
So is she offering stuff besides stupid feats that nobody wants?
Do you specifically ask for something?
Yeah.
What do you ask for?
Magical weapons and armor.
I want equipment. Do you have any equipment just floating around in that water?
Probes around in your mind a bit. What kind of weapon would you want?
Like, +5 battle axe.
I don't think it's
That doesn't exist.
Yet. I don't know. A battle axe that's magic with damage and extra bonuses to attack and damage.
Let's see what I got here.
You just know you want a magic axe.
Did you write down that my passive perception increased?
And it's by 5, right?
Yeah, so I'm up to 17 now.
Actually, someone that can see things. And you're the one that can see it far away. Oh, the game, that's a game changer. That literally is a game changer for
And
someone.
spiders everywhere. What do you mean? They've just always been there.
And like magical armor, like my half plate with extra bonuses to the AC. Magical shield with extra bonuses to the AC.
What's AC? I don't see what I have in my depth.
See, everyone wants free power. Come on in. It's nice.
Just saying, he said fish lady last time, tried to give him a sword. I'd rather have an axe.
Hey man, I can tell you where that lake is. By all means, go and get a sword. Be king of a kingdom.
No, I'm just going to take the sword and leave.
And then sell it and get an axe.
Like, what are they going to do? Come back here. Why? So you can be king. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that, so...
I'm
what
king.
now?
I abdicate the throne and leave with this magical sword.
Hey, you wouldn't try and pull that on a magic lake lady. That's on you.
Now I'm pulling it on a kingdom. She's lives in a lake. She's used to disappointment.
Me?
Her mother kept saying you should marry that nice ocean god. You should marry that Poseidon fella. He's an ocean god now. Mm-hmm. But no, you wanted the lake. You're independent. Got your own little lake, do you?
You're landlocked now. What are you
You're
gonna
landlocked in your lake. Oh, it's spring fed. That's nice. It's cold all the time.
do? I hope you get stagnant.
You got nothing but fish poop. And one magic sword that you can't give away to anybody.
Not even the most pumped dude ever.
I'm telling you, you want to get rid of that sword. Stop attaching kingdoms to it. People just want the sword. Nobody wants a kingdom.
Haha! The sword of no responsibility!
That's exactly what I've been looking for. After all, I heard you got that sword because you gave away the horse. That was a nice horse. The man said a kingdom for my horse, and he just gave you a sword, and you said, the sword must come with a kingdom. Hope you got the paperwork on that.
You guys are ridiculous.
Hey, I'm rubbing off on the group.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
I mean, this is canon now. Backstory. Erich went to a lake with a lady, magic swords, kingdoms were parlayed.
Yeah.
And her mother was just nagged the crap out of her that she should have married that nice Poseidon boy, king of the oceans now.
Oh, no. forget that particular book did have Poseidon in it. The deities and demigods.
Yeah.
I found a piece of magical armor here, formerly owned by a dwarf. I imagine you could make it work for you.
Nope, literally can't. Much bigger than that.
It's magic.
You're both medium-sized creatures. Technically, you can.
How good is the armor?
It's pretty sweet.
It's a very rare set of armor.
Okay, but how good is it?
It's very rare.
Good.
I'm not saying any of this out loud, obviously.
It's
Because I
very rare.
can't.
It's very rare. That's better than
But it's
common.
telepathic, but yeah.
It's better than rare. It's better than uncommon.
Yeah, but it's not like S or S+.
It's not quite there, but it's close. I mean, very rare is pretty high up.
I'm pretty sure what Adam's going to do is give me this piece of crap armor that I don't want. That's not going to give me any extra armor and screw me over. Because he hates it when I have high armor.
Maybe. Or maybe I'm being a really nice person and I'm trying to pour you into some
Yeah,
water.
but the problem is there's no gray area betwixt the two. It is most certainly
In
one of
case
the
you are
two.
curious, the rarities for magic items are common, uncommon, rare, very rare, legendary.
Okay,
So
that's
it is
quite-
one
not
step
quite
down
legendary.
from it is one step down from what it can be before it's an artifact.
like, okay. Does it come with a magic axe?
I do not have any axes, I'm afraid.
What about a sword? Magical?
It's like sweet.
I'm trying to get both. I want the weapon and the armor. Is she willing to do that?
I like how we
Make
decide
a
this
persuasion
Aboleth
check.
is a female.
She
No,
is.
when
No, and it was my tone of voice, and I love that he noticed.
it's like, no, he's clearly a woman.
I just
It made me feel so good.
I just assumed Eldritch Abomination genderless.
More or less.
Persuasion.
Maybe biologically.
This might surprise you all. I did not take persuasion. So, like, 15?
15?
With my plus 0? Anything? Please say she rolled a 1. That'd be really funny.
No, but I think you'll be satisfied with the armor.
But I'm clearly not happy with just the armor.
You will be once you have it.
Also, I get super high passive investigation, which I guess means allows me to see secret doors pretty easy.
What, observant?
Investigation passive, yeah.
Okay. I go and lie down in the waters. Give me my armor.
You still get the warm glow, but rather than the feet, literally you actually see the actual thing, which looks very much like it does. But literally, she like almost like pulls up near you and sort of drifts this set of armor.
And you're sure I can't also have a magic weapon?
And bam. Now I got my
But yeah, you're now basically on the shallows.
I've got the
She has
rest of
placed the armor. It takes probably 2 circles of putting different bits of it, as it is multiple pieces, boots separate from chest, separate from helmet, separate from a couple different arm bits. Enough, by the way, that it is actually not all that difficult for you to wear, because it's in enough separate pieces.
I look at her and I go, okay, now that I've gotten it, what does it do?
It's a plate armor.
So it's full plate?
It's plate, I think.
Well, I have half plate.
Yeah, it's plate. It's actually a thing.
So what I'm thinking is NASCAR commemorative plates.
Yes, she tricked the hell out of you, and you got NASCAR commemorative plates. Plate
plate.
being the plate is 18 heavy armor. I'm pretty sure you meet the strength. Yeah, it's the top one. However, it's dwarven plate, and it gives a +2 bonus to AC. And in addition, if an effect moves you against your will along the ground, you can use your reaction to reduce the distance you are moved by up to 10 feet.
That's it?
It's
a
+2!
which is really big in this game. So
But that's it, though.
Yeah. So basically, you get your movement thing, and you get an extra 2 to your AC.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
So it's a 20 armor.
Yeah. It's 20 armor, and then he also has a shield that gives him another 3.
so that puts you up to 23.
Yes.
Now he's starting to feel confident.
Now you can take the dodge action every round of combat. Give all your enemies disadvantage.
Now I just feel like I need to join the group. If all your friends went and jumped in the lake with the Aboleth, wouldn't you?
So
I want to say no, but it's feeling really hard to.
It's 18 plus 2, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus 2. Because
So
Nick
it's-
screwed me up.
Sorry.
So basically 20 total is this.
Yeah, you want to go on in here?
So Bob goes and lays down in the water and gets super armor, just flows across him.
No, basically it's you
just
guys
shoots
watching
up
can
into
actually
the-
see the actual Aboleth moving through the water. Literally, this is something that was in the depths of the water.
So it just gets jutted, and he's like, "Wait, what?"
You might be shaking a couple of bones out of it as you're clearing.
I pull on Nick's arm. I point at my axe. I tell him to go.
Go and ask for a weapon.
Yeah. Go get me a weapon.
No.
You don't need anything. You got a weapon. Don't get him one.
Come on, Nick. Get me an axe. You already have a magic weapon. I don't have a magic weapon.
My magic weapon is unbreakable and divining. It is.
Ask it to make your make the sword speak in plain instead of riddle.
No more riddles or dreams. You wake up to an essay.
The sword
Do
of
you ask for that?
I was like, don't ruin my fucking battle.
Well, no. I mean, I just know the response.
sword of straight answers.
Much like the sword of no responsibility.
Finally.
No,
Do
oh
it.
my gosh. It would be great if there was actually a weapon set created by a mage that had special things tied to it, like you cannot ask for people to do things for the sword. The sword comes with no strings attached. It can only be
It's
freely...
cursed that way.
Yeah, it can only be freely given. You can't be like, I need you to go to such and such and...
There was cursed equipment that I looked at. Cursed axe.
Yeah.
It's a good axe.
Yeah.
It's a berserker's axe.
Yeah.
But it is technically cursed. I was like, no, that's
Yeah,
that's
see?
me.
Because I knew it. I knew it. That would get catapulted so fast.
I don't think it would. I think it's part of the curse. I don't think you could.
I don't know. We made use of some of the max damage weapons.
Yeah. Max Damage was a great wizard. Made some excellent material.
Was he just angry at people, or he really felt this was the best way to do this for maximum power?
His actual in-universe reason was half and half.
Okay.
He didn't like that adventurers kept complaining about the way enchantments worked, so he started giving them massive drawbacks in exchange for massive gains. And then he also just thought it was funny that he could just proliferate them.
And then
Well, the best part is that there's people who would still be like, I'll take that trade.
I'll take it. Yeah, exactly. I'll take that trade. What are you talking about? This makes us like super powerful. Yeah, but every time you hit somebody, you lose a tooth. Like one of my teeth. Yeah, one of your teeth fell out every time you hit somebody.
There's a guy smiling, all metal grin.
I think I remember the javelin of lightning bolt, where the lightning bolt started in your space.
Yes, the javelin of lightning that is reusable, but the lightning starts in your own space.
He made some humorous magic items for
a
PvC.
mace where you lose teeth, and he's like, so you're telling me this converts teeth into money?
More or less. Yes, it's a very orky weapon.
Otherwise, you're probably up there changing out your armor.
Yeah.
Didn't you have good armor before?
I had half plate.
Was there something special about it?
No.
Medium.
Can I have it?
No. You didn't go in
Wasn't
there
it
and get me
magical?
a sword. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
My half plate was not magical.
Yes, it's always clean.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's fucking stupid.
It was always clean.
It was magical
specifically
enough that it couldn't be rusted.
Yeah.
Can I have that? That's still in the medium set. I can wear that, and it's better than my splint.
You're like, can I have that? And I look at it and I point at this weapon, point at Max, point at the water, axe me, water, Max.
At that point, he would probably figure he can get.
Splint's heavy.
The scale.
No. Yes, that's medium.
But yeah, you can have the half plate.
Yeah.
If you can go get me an axe.
Yeah.
Didn't have any axes. I asked him if he could help me help with the Raven Queen's connection with me?
I have no direct control over her. She's neutral.
Supposed to you?
Yeah, he's drive.
Efficient.
Nick, for the... I have erased it from my paper, so you should probably put it on yours, because otherwise you left it on the ground.
I'll grab it. You're like, I have to take this off to put this other one on.
And I'm not
guessing
carrying
a
around,
little bit
like-
further from this one. Yeah.
Yeah. No, then
I'm
I
guessing you have not just all of a sudden decided, okay, well, I trust you. You're still...
No, once I get the full plate on, I go over my feet in little areas I carved and grab the rope.
So I'm
As
guessing,
long as Ryan didn't turn around, I totally didn't abandon him to be eaten.
No more so than yourself.
No more so.
so I'm guessing it can't give me more warlock power.
It can give you a feat.
So maybe a feat, it's... To some extent. What do you mean by that, though?
Like, give me access to Eldritch Invocations or retraining stuff. Because I will probably end up with another level in Warlock eventually, but not for a long time.
Now I just need my next fighting style so I can get more defense. I'm not tanky enough. I need more tank.
No. I had some fighter NPCs that took the pirate fighting style or something like that, mariner, pirate, something. And it gave them +1 to AC, but it was only when they were wearing like either light or no armor.
There probably isn't one of those for heavy.
No, but the thing that it gave them is it allowed them to have like a climb and swim speed equal to their land speed.
That's nifty.
Yeah, it allowed them
Ability
to
to have
climb
a
all
fourth
over stuff and
item
swim around.
attuned.
It's pretty good.
That's freaking obnoxious.
That requires me to have
Well, the thing was is that I had a group of NPC kobolds that I trained to do that, and they were both my kind of like backup combat guys, as well as the people
So are you
who
going in the
did a
water
lot of the
there, Nick?
wrecking on the
I'm
ship.
thinking about it.
Don't think about it, make a decision, and then pick a feat after you've made a decision.
Like they did. Literally, they didn't even know what their benefit was. In the...
True enough.
Otherwise, we could just all bail out, high five the Aboleth on the way out.
Yeah, I guess I'll go in. Everyone else is doing it.
Peer pressure! Yeah!
At this point, if we're going to be puppets, which I don't think you would do and wipe the entire party that way.
Yeah, it's like, now he can't do it, because otherwise it would be a party wipe.
Yeah.
Also, the
Game over, party wipe. That's logic.
What, you guys, you didn't want a 12-episode campaign? where the final boss socially just convinces you to walk to your death?
Adam, you wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't. No, I have far too much plans with this.
Vic would do that. Ryan would do that. You wouldn't do that.
No,
No.
I have plans with this. Not that this is totally a good thing.
We've
But it's definitely not a problem now.
We've never got to the end of one of my games.
It's not our fault.
Sometimes it is.
He blames you for it.
Sometimes it's my fault, but yeah, sometimes it's other people not being available.
But you submerge yourself in the water, warmth and power. What you get, you can tell me later.
You could get me a magical weapon.
Unless you want an item, in that case you have to decide now.
Or a shield with +2. Bump that up to 24.
I use a shield. I'd take...
You could have mine.
Get an apparatus of Qualsh. Just got one of those laying around in there.
A what?
Apparatus to qualish a submarine.
Crab submarine.
Crab submarine. Robot crab submarine.
Those things are cool.
I don't know. I'd almost wish I knew more about magical items if she's handing out very rares. But...
You want a rod of heal.
Quite specifically, it's quite specifically the idea of what she has.
yeah.
You want a rod of heal. It can bring you back to life, with a risk of destroying.
It's people that have come here and died, by the way. But she thanks you and looks forward to our travels together.
Hopefully we'll
Oh, yeah, I go all over the place. It'll be a hoot.
Yep, be entertaining.
Stay safe.
Yep, that's important. Can't watch us anymore if we die.
Do you do anything else here?
Nah.
Yeah.
So it just gives +2 and half all knockback distance.
10 less feet.
10 less feet.
Yeah. For a reaction. Which means that if it only knocks you back, like a lot of things knock you back 5 or 10 feet, it actually reduces those to no knockback.
Just stand there and look at someone funny.
Yeah. But the main thing is that +2 to armor.
What do humans have?
The prodigy.
Just the prodigy?
Yeah. Which is decent.
I'll probably grab that
Very
next.
flavorful base.
I'd give that next week.
Nah, man, take that mystical conflicts.
It's like, you were all, you should take Warcaster, but I do cast, and keeping concentration's not that hard with my stat.
Can always do Magic Initiate. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
That is just a good one for everyone.
What?
I took Magic Initiative.
That's just more cantrips and a first level spell.
That wouldn't help me.
You can take up Spell Sniper.
I am actually looking at tough. Again, I'm a frontline fighter who happens to be a caster.
Well, actually, it's not bad for you.
Spell Sniper just straight up doubles the range of Eldritch Blast.
What does tough
Yeah.
do? Is that 2 extra health?
Yeah.
You could take Inspiring Leader.
Who, me?
No, Jimmy.
No, let me take it. It'd be great.
Boop, 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 boop.
I'm the leader of a dance troupe.
If he wants to give a speech, just to give everyone temp HP.
Yeah, just, you guys, all of you, just so good. So good. Thumbs up to everyone. They get extra HP.
Anyways, so you wander back down the way you came. Now, you've skipped a number of paths. Do you head back towards the city, or do you take...
I think we're going back to the big spider highway, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going back towards where the spiders were.
Yeah.
And then we can burn out the rest of them.
So, in several more hours, you're not needing to go to rest right now, but you know it's getting to the point where you're starting to feel the day.
So, basically, you could push on and try to rest in the spider cave where we got terribly ambushed, or find a place to rest now, is what you're saying.
But at the point you get to the spider cave, and at that point, you know you probably have another couple of
What type
hours.
what type
It's a longsword.
Oh, okay.
Okay, can we start burning the spider web on the other side?
Yeah, so basically, instead of going back the way you came from here, you're now trying to burn
The big
path.
hallway.
Okay.
We want to fight more spiders.
Too bad.
Too bad we killed all the spiders. Or you feel you are used all of the large spiders the Monster Manual has.
The rest of the spiders are catching on fire.
But yeah, you burn things. Are you burning a path, or are you
I'm
walking
burning.
through and you're
I'm
clearing it?
Burning all of it, because then magical items will fall on the ground.
And all the other stuff gets destroyed.
Well, can I burn it fast enough that the other stuff wouldn't be destroyed? Is there a way I can get rid of all the spider web without destroying all the stuff in it?
A lot of time in shears.
Yeah, you can clear it away without fire.
Okay, I just start clearing it then.
Like manually? You're just tearing it up?
Yeah, I'll build a fire in the middle of the floor, and whenever my, I don't know, whatever it is that I'm catching all of it on gets gunked up, I just...
Shield Master, Inspiring Leader.
I use Nick's sword. I can catch his sword on fire and get all the spider webs off of it.
Warcaster, Resilient.
I just gave you armor that's expensive. You can't be too mad at me.
Your sword is just a tool.
You can't.
It's unbreakable!
Unless you get a finesse weapon, you can't.
He all whines about my weapon's a weak magic weapon. You're like, this is so utilitarian.
Yeah, you chose not to get me a magical weapon from the monster in the lake.
Lady in the lake.
Lady Monster.
I'll tell you, man, you gotta watch some ladies and lakes, just handing things out.
At least this armor didn't come with a kingdom.
Maybe the Lake Ladies just have a lot of, admirers, and she's just like, I don't need all of this.
No, Lake Ladies are hoarders.
I don't know. You think 40 HP at 20 is worth it?
40, what?
Don't think about it by that level. Think about what it is by level 5.
10 for 5?
Yeah, you think getting pretty much here pretty soon, an extra 10 HP.
I'm at 39, so if you're at 40 right now, it would be more than me.
Yeah, it would make me the healthiest in the group going forward.
For what? Toughness?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because again, I'm playing to be a frontline fighter caster.
Though when you're supposed to be tail end Charlie, you should be where?
Although also what is EM Armor Master? Although you don't have enough dex for it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Plus, I already have prerequisite proficiency.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one to give you one, and this is the one that makes it better.
What's your charisma mod?
4. I don't think I'm on a 19.
Seems like you are.
Yeah, I'm on a 19. But, again, linguist or something, or actor, the saving throws the only ones.
Yeah. Were you going to use status to raise that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll just stat that up and probably...
Remember, Gamma is charisma.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Useless.
+1 to charisma.
Because, let's see,
That's rare.
Inspiring Leader gives your level plus your charisma modifier to everybody who listens.
Yeah.
So, spread
He
out.
wants someone to have Inspiring Leader because he's going to have a horde of zombies, and he wants them to get the benefits from someone with charisma.
Well,
And obviously, he can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Okay, so...
It'd be a force multiplier.
Yeah, that I think I will take Inspiring Leader. That will be a force modifier of more health over everyone, over stuff.
Yeah.
Because not only will we get it, but any...
And you
Yeah.
it would still make you healthier.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't be the healthiest still. However, I'm supposed to be tanking.
And it,
That would be 25 at 40, but... Or 25 at 20.
yeah, 25 at level 40.
Yeah, 25. Spread to each person.
Are any of you guys trying to do anything to help clearing the webs?
Got this.
I've got it.
So,
He's literally going up to each spot.
Fireball,
clearing-
fireball.
No, I don't want to burn it. I want to. I don't want to burn it. I want to clear all the stuff out so we can get as much stuff from it as possible.
Oh, you want us to clear
Yeah,
it
he is
out.
concerned about the non-magical things as well as...
Yeah, I want to get the money this time.
You go probably at least an hour not finding anything stuck within here.
That's
So we're
fine.
probably outside that area. Am I getting any dropped email from Farlington telling me that was a bad plan? Or I feel pretty good about myself.
Oh, yeah, you've been well out of that area. And it sort of does take you a bit, but you almost do end up with just sort of a sense of concern walking away.
no, I could only give that to, 2
I'm sure
of
it'll
your
be
people,
fine.
right?
No, you can do it
Certainly.
all the time.
Yeah.
Do you, as a
just takes
player,
you
do
kind
you
of
know
teach them
that
to do
story of Aboleth's?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no actual limit
It's
to
great.
how many people you can give that to.
Oh, wait, as a
They
character. or as a
actually
player?
make a joke about it of
As a player. Yeah.
him going to
I
talk
was
to
gonna
his
say,
army.
it's like,
and
of
it's
course,
just,
any god is going to
roaming
say
around
no.
all day going, I need to talk to So yeah, you can do it to an entire army given enough time.
But hence the difference with all of a sudden the Raven Queen. And
And whatever. I don't mind us spending
Half an hour.
Yeah, half an hour before we go out and do something because it lasts the entire day.
Yeah.
you get to the point where you can see sort of the tail end of the webbing. What's it, within 120 feet?
Mm-hmm.
You have not seen any more spiders. You do start to feel like there are some things and clusters that look like things are stuck near that far end.
How far away are they? At 120?
Yeah, around there.
Okay. I think I see some stuff at the very end.
I'll get to them.
At this point, though, it's been a couple more hours and you are getting tired.
I don't need
So you
people.
I've been
backseat
setting up
web
camp,
clearing.
Okay.
making jerky stew.
I need to get a quarterstaff.
I would get a dollar staff. Don't waste your money on a cheap one. You'll just have to replace it. That was funny. I don't care who you are.
That's a 100% great HO.
With the length, well, in actual thought about it, with the length of like the size of a quarter staff, it's like how long is an actual staff? This is
4 times bigger.
I have to deal with it all the time.
And even then, you're small size. Do you really want a quarter staff? Wouldn't you want like an 8th staff?
Well, the thing that I'm thinking of is that we're doing with this spider webs. You could just do. This.
what he's doing with his sword.
Yeah.
I'm doing that anyways.
He's
With
doing it
a
with
magical
his sword.
sword that I can put in fire to clean.
Point being, do you continue to clear this out tonight, or do you rest before you finish?
Yeah, we'll just sleep longer. It would just mean we start 2 hours later in the day.
Mm-hmm. It also just means you open yourself up to that end of the tunnel.
There you go. That's why it's a quarter staff. I had to ask. I'm like, why is it a quarter staff? And it's because of the old original Mortar function. You'd take a single tree and make 4 of them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Quarter of a tree. Not a quarter of a staff, a quarter of a tree.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, the tree used to make the staff.
Yeah.
You'd split it into 4s, fashion them into rods, bam. Quarter staff.
That makes a lot more sense. As otherwise, you have a full staff would be the size of a tree, and that's ridiculous.
Also, according to Wikipedia, that's only the mid-16th century. That's not that old. For, it being a stick.
I think probably just the term for it.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just a term.
That's when they figured out sticks are useful.
I probably didn't do this last time, but I'm supposed to have disadvantage on stealth.
Because of your.
If you're wearing fat armor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can take a feat where it won't.
Okay, so if I clear out this place with all the good stuff in it, it's going to open up the other tunnel?
Yeah, that would clear through to the other side.
Okay, then yeah, we'll rest.
Okay, yeah, that's why he saw the other side.
My AC's now 19.
Yeah, if you take a medium armor master, I think,
putting on
you
his armor.
don't get disadvantage anymore.
But otherwise, you just took it doesn't actually affect any of your numbers.
No.
It's just an option. Okay.
Yep, intelligence went up, passive perception went up.
I tell him to take light armor. So I can
Oh,
wear
it's
armor.
eraser bump.
His armor makes you look cool.
And passive investigation went up.
I'm now
But
currently wearing...
I can just get clothes that
I
look
haven't
like armor.
actually worn heavy armor.
You have disadvantage.
On what?
Like stealth and acrobatics.
But you had disadvantage on stealth anyways.
So
You are now wearing 25 more pounds of metal.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Otherwise, nothing's different because you didn't use your dex anyways. Or
Yeah,
you
okay.
did, but
did.
now you don't.
basically, the difference was it was the same number plus.
So, can I still use my bow and get my dex, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is only stealth.
Yeah.
You are less stealthy,
Not even the speed.
I had
and you're
acrobat-
walking around with him with his glow in the dark shoes.
I had
Do you turn those off when you go to
acrobatics.
sleep?
Why would I? It's a nice ambient, soft light.
You guys have a nightlight.
I had
Who
acrobatics.
doesn't like a nightlight?
I have
You have to wander
acrobatics,
away
right?
in the middle of the night to take a
Doesn't
tinkle.
affect
You can find your way back to the group easily.
I thought you just said it gave me.
I'm guessing you all still just go to sleep all
Just
at
stealth.
once and no one takes
said
watch.
acrobatics too.
No, I said acrobatics.
I'm going to
Oh.
find some rocks to sleep.
Yeah. Nope,
You-
just stealth.
That was me.
Okay, that's fine then.
So
Yeah.
I'm the only one who doesn't have a
you had
penalty to stealth.
I don't have penalties to stealth.
You
As
do
a-
really choose not to.
I have a circumstantial penalty.
Yeah.
As I recall, last time I was required to use stealth, I instead bashed the door with a axe.
Sounds like you.
Sounds like me. Yeah. I instead shouted at the door.
For someone
right
that
away.
can't talk, he's not very quiet.
Really?
Really?
Someone make a luck check.
It was
Natural one.
At least it's not a 0.
It's because it landed in front of Vic. This is now tainted. I can't use it anymore.
Well, too bad.
So
You're stuck with it. I didn't touch it. I could have, but I didn't.
Thank you. The nightmares I'd have to put up with dealing with him with that.
no, I would just have to buy a dice set.
You guys have not actually had a rest since your last big combat, right?
You know, a short rest.
You haven't had a full rest. to
A
get
long
back.
rest, no.
Okay.
No.
You know what I still have? I still have like all my spells because I didn't get to use any in that last combat.
Because you got knocked unconscious.
I used one. I got to fire a single thunder wave.
Yeah, we're actually camping with a fire and everything today.
Yeah, because I had to burn stuff off Nick's sword. Which I do get back to him.
Yeah. Passive perception of 17.
Just him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But he's sleeping, so we're all asleep. None of us we don't put up a card.
Yeah.
Because we've never needed one. Nothing bad ever happens at night.
The real hope was we could get the one more
Does
level.
24 hit your unarmored?
Yeah. Why would it not?
So you
Because I'm
have like
supposed to
50
ask.
decks.
You got mad when I just looked at my sheet and just made the assumption the number I had worked. And also I'd have to calculate what your armor is since you're sleeping.
Given that flat-footed's not a thing, it would be 12. No, 10.
No, he's not wearing armor. So yeah, that's what it is.
It would be just as dex.
You take 10 piercing damage and need a con save.
Con save looks good.
16,
Yeah.
16. That's not my total number. 21.
You take 6 poison damage as well.
Oh wait, it's every long rest. I don't have it. Thought about going. Nope.
We're about to have a long rest.
So
While you
10
can't talk, can you make sound?
No, not with my mouth.
But can't you thunderclap?
No, I can.
No.
I just wonder if you would awake with a shriek, because you are awaking to one more of these giant spiders that is biting into your shoulder.
Nope. Can't make noise.
Can you?
No, I can't. I do not make noise. There is no noise that I make.
Can you?
Is that a noise?
Well, it's from your nose.
Can you clap your hands?
Yes. However, that's not what I'm doing. I'm grabbing my axe and hitting a spider. And more importantly, I'm still trying to write down my damage, and you all are interrupting that.
Well, it was like 4, right?
I don't know.
I think it was 16.
16. 10 pierce, 6 poison.
I like my answer better.
Was a little more generous.
Just a tad.
Your turn?
Okay, I summon my axe and shield and hit the spider.
The
Your
shield,
shield gets summoned?
Yeah, I put it on my axe and my shield. Why would I not put it on my shield?
I just didn't know you could.
Yeah, I got 2 slots.
Okay, I just didn't know
Yeah.
armor was one. Okay.
Well, shields you can use as shield bash, so they're anything that you can summon to your hand, you can put it on. It doesn't have to be a weapon.
Okay, I thought it was weapon, but yeah, I haven't read it, so. Or at least not in ages. But yeah, okay.
Bah.
And is that a bonus action to some of them, or?
I believe so. I think I can only summon one a bonus action, though. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I'm guessing you summoned the weapon for this turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll hit him. I got... 8 plus 6, so not great.
14.
So 14. Oh, wait. No, yeah, 14.
Hit.
He takes 7 damage.
Yeah, it's a bonus action to summon it. And yes, 2.
Okay, then I'm going to use an action surge. That just gives me... Does it give me... Action surge just give me an extra attack?
Action surge.
Yeah.
It gives you an extra action,
Oh.
which you may use to attack.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
anything
it's
else
an,
that
an
actual
additional action.
In a level, it becomes very, very important. So that's what it does.
Yeah,
Because once you get extra attack, that's an extra pair of attacks.
yeah, an extra regular action is what it gives you.
Oh, okay. I'm going to use it then.
And a possible bonus action, it says.
What?
Starting at second level on your turn, you take one additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus action. Once you use this feature, you must finish a short round.
Oh, and possible on top of your normal action
It
and
is
possible
one
bonus
extra
action.
action.
Yeah, one extra action.
Okay.
You always get a possible bonus action.
I rolled an 8, so that probably didn't hit.
8 is the total?
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Now I'm going to use my movement to pick up my shield.
okay.
Because it's more important that I have a shield than that I stand up.
It has advantage when you're on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably true. I'll just stand up. I can bonus action it to my hand.
And standing up doesn't cause
No,
attacks of
you can,
opportunity. Just 15 foot.
Yeah.
You can technically walk away and take an AOO.
Or just walk in a circle for 15 feet around it. That's also
Yeah, just walk while stomping.
No, I was just...
I'm guessing you're all just sleeping right around the fire, right?
I was going to start stomping on my shield.
Yeah.
Making
Just
it
saying,
clatter.
if you want to wake up one of them, you can use the remainder of your movement to basically walk over and
Okay. I
basically
kick
tread
Nick
over.
in his face hole.
Okay.
You fall unconscious.
Spider goes. So you only have your shield right now, and it gets...
No, I don't even have that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Unless I could pick it up as I was standing.
Not at the same time.
Actually, I think it takes an action for you to don it. 18.
Oh, yeah, that totally is.
Okay.
I only have 12 AC.
Hey, it's the same as my AC.
7 piercing and a con save.
Natural 20.
And 2 poison. Save for half, in case. Unclear.
Okay.
Wait,
And the pair of you, if you want to do
did
initiative,
you already
to find
have
out.
the poison?
Yes.
Okay.
It's normally 2d8. I just roll 1d8 because it's
Okay.
easier than... if you want to roll initiatives between the pair of you.
13.
Natural 20, so 22.
Okay. So you've just basically been trodden over and see that he's fighting another giant spider.
What's the negatives for sleeping in armor again?
Fatigue levels, which are
Pretty
disadvantaged.
brutal.
Devastating.
Pretty brutal. Like levels 1 and 2, just a little brutal. Levels 3 and up, really brutal. You get away with it like that one time if you got to. But then no more.
Yeah. Bonus action, I will Hexblade Hex it. Then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on it to give us some breathing room. It needs a Wisdom saving throw. I believe 14.
Sure, it's very, very wise.
Yeah.
It gets a 4.
Yeah. That didn't work out well for it.
It is very scary.
12 damage, and it is fleeing. If able, it moves as far as its speed will allow. The creature does not move into
On
obvious...
its turn, correct?
It's as a reaction, ain't it?
On a failed save and throw, must immediately use a reaction.
Okay.
Fire pit save. Takes half as much damage, doesn't move away.
So it's 30 feet further away from you.
Did it move out of my attack range?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do I get to attack it?
I don't know, but yes today.
Ryan, if you would check if Dissonant Whispers triggers
Yes.
AO. It
Yes.
does.
It's actually specifically the combo.
20.
Okay.
So, yeah. FYI,
12 damage.
Dissonant Whispers through a horde of zombies. Pretty good stuff.
12.
It does not move away.
It turns...
It gets about 4 feet out before...
Sweet. Granted, the long rest would have done it, but I'm back to full HP.
You, leave anyone awake for the rest of the evening?
No, but Nick does have to heal me before I go to bed.
The rest will heal you up.
I don't want to use my dice.
No. Currently, we're running long rest just
Long
for
rest just heals you.
Oh.
Short rest uses dice.
Oh. I
We're
didn't
using
know
rules as original one.
Yeah.
that. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't use Song of Rest. We very rarely do short rests for using dice.
It's valuable to me because you can heal my undead.
Wait, they have regening dice?
Huh? Yeah, they
have hit die?
Yeah, they have hit die that they can use during short rest, and then he can use Song of Rest to improve it.
I don't know if they have hit dice.
Hit point dice, 2d8. It would be that same thing.
Yeah, but that's how you generate their hit points. That's hit points, not hit dice.
Yeah, but it's the same. You generate our health by 4d8.
Because he can't use a whole lot of like actual healing magic on them, but he can use Song of Rest on them.
Okay, so yep, go back to sleep.
Fine.
I've been severely damaged. I can't stay awake.
The pair of you just slept through that, didn't you? They are a little more tired come morning, so the pair of you wake up to the corpse of a spider, like literally in the next space over, as if resting with you.
Yeah, that'll teach it a lesson. Got close to us and decided to quit.
No, has a giant axe wound in its backside, like its abdomen split open.
Farlingen protects us, travelers.
Be cool, just a horse fighter's like right near us, but all of them impaled by stalactites falling from the ceiling.
Yeah, just bad things happen to stuff that tries to mess with us when we go to bed.
Alright, now I get to spend an hour donning armor.
Ah, very good. And now you know my pain.
What are you talking about? I don't even think you have that pain anymore.
Yeah, monsters have hit dice that they can spend
If it was
during short rests. It was confirmed in our errata regarding the Beastmaster and you letting their beast use its hate.
Okay.
So I'll help you, you help me.
What?
Put donning armor. I believe helping hands short half the time.
It
No
does.
problem.
Can I see the player's handbook as well?
Which part of it? Oh.
This one.
Well, I've got half of it here.
I don't want
You got it, all of it in 2 halves.
Yeah, that's what I said. More or less.
Yeah, full spells again.
Yeah, I got my one spell back. You see, if I had woken up, I could have woken everybody up real easy.
Yeah.
300 foot of thunder!
Thunder! We need to get you an extending sword.
Thundercats?
Yeah.
You don't know a part of Thundercats that everyone forgets? Lionel's like 8.
Well, yeah, the cats.
No. Like, like actually an 8. He's a kid. Lionel's a kid.
Oh yeah, he got
very
Captain
begin-
Marveled.
The very beginning of that show is all the leaders die. Lionel's next in line, but he's too young, so they just age progress his body.
I think Billy could take him pretty easy.
Well, yeah, Captain Marvel's near Superman levels.
We'd be talking near Superman levels. He
Is that the Shazam guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're apparently making a movie of that.
Yes.
It doesn't look bad from the trailer.
Just
so-
grabs
It's
Lionel.
better than
Are we
most of the
getting-
DC
Are
stuff.
we getting 1 kid or 5 kids?
One kid.
I'm just saying
Billy.
they're doing DC's doing their standard thing. Marvel's doing great. We should steal their ideas as hard as we can.
DC's really bad at stealing ideas, though.
And yet they try so hard. God bless their hearts.
Yeah. This one doesn't look as grimdark as the other one, so... Like, the Shazam suit's actually bright red. Versus Superman's dull blue and dull red.
It turns out that I'm pretty sure you need to actually have a feat to use a shield as a weapon, so I don't know if it would count.
Yeah, if it requires that it be a weapon, then yeah, it would.
It says weapon like 6 times on it, so I'm guessing it
hey,
does.
what, were you saying you couldn't do it to an improvised weapon?
That you bonded with?
Can't bond with an improvised
Oh, I
weapon?
fully intend to bond to an improvised weapon.
Yeah, that's a shield. Bonded.
I intend to anyways, however, it works because I'm a Goliath, so I'm allowed to.
What you looking for?
Don't worry about it. Just let me look.
Just browsing.
Well, if it's the armor donning thing, it's a couple pages before.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Okay.
That's why he was asking.
He goes a couple pages back, reads it.
Armor Donnie.
That'd be helpful for you guys.
Don't ask. It's a trap.
So you get back to work.
Nobody asked.
Actually, no. You need a dream because your dream is actually different today.
It's actually plot relevant versus something you had to make up.
No,
It's just 2 birds with human hands waving their fingers at you.
You'll find yourself back in your inn room that you've been in not too long ago, and the bird's there sitting at the end of the table. The dove seems panicky, looking around, watching its back. The raven sits on your shoulder. In from the door flies a three-eyed fish. Oh.
Try to stab the fish.
Interesting.
If I have any dream motivation, I try to stab the three-eyed fish. And by the way, I'm not imagining like the three-eyed fish like it's supposed to be, but I'm imagining The Simpsons three-eyed fish.
Yeah.
By the way, they're totally improvised weapons can be anything. Shield's an improvised weapon.
Yeah, but you can only one to
It's improvised.
What do we have here? Who are these friends? As he swims through the air, almost circling around the dove. Are you here? Do I have access to you? Dove sort of like, almost like trying about face turning away from the fish as it circles around it. And you're awake.
Do Aboleths try to eat gods or something?
No, but you've got a three-way tug-of-war now.
Your mind is just shared by so many. You're all messed up, man.
Hey, kid, want to make a deal with the devil? Yeah, sure, whatever.
Oh, you're gonna make a deal with one of those two? You gonna get an imp in there?
Oh, what is this? This real estate's basically already taken.
It's like, will you sell your soul? Yes. Sell your soul. There's like 8 people own this. You didn't say that. You just asked if I'd sell it. And I said yes.
Yeah.
I've done it before. I will sell you this candy bar that I've sold to 5 other people. Now it's your problem.
Hey, Nick.
How dare you timeshare this?
Dawning you cannot reduce the time to dawn. You can only reduce the time to doff.
Ah. Well, how long is medium and how long is
I
heavy?
don't know. I just remember
Medium's
our
5
quick
minutes, heavy
release
straps.
Yeah.
Bam!
And what was it?
Anyway,
Quick dawn?
it's enough that it's not before you fight.
Yeah, call it.
But
Oh,
Yeah.
A +1 magical bonus.
yes.
otherwise, you continue to clear away the web, and you make a luck check.
Because that was the drawback of the quick release straps was the ability to disable device them off.
13?
13 isn't bad. Isn't great, but isn't bad. You find 2 bodies, both of them relatively deteriorated from being drained of all their juices.
How are their hands?
Withered and dry.
Not usable for pawing.
I will say no, because I know he already has one, and if I did that, I would reduce some of the other reward, and
Okay.
in a general sense, I think it is better for that.
He just wants backups at this point.
Yeah. And there are better backups to be found.
Or an army of them.
Well, he
Because
can
he can only have one at a time.
But if he uses it like you did, it's expendable.
Yeah, basically, that's kind of what I decided. I don't know if you noticed, but you want to use this for combat advantage like that? Fine, but you're making it a target.
Okay.
I feel that was a fair way to decide. Yeah, you got your advantage on your attack. It went away.
That's
Well,
why
to
I
be
have
fair,
familiar
it
be a
aided
puppy and never
attack.
be in combat.
Yeah, it aided an attack. He had advantage on his, and now he has to spend the money and find the hand.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I got 4 new hands?
No, you're not allowed to use them.
2
No,
withered,
they're
2
too like
bones.
withered and dried. Too much is sucked dry out of them.
Okay.
It's-
So no good hands?
Yeah, they would be too fragile to.
Okay.
You go poke when it turns to dust.
Yeah. However, you do find
Come on, magic axe.
51 gold worth of gold. Some of it is copper, but and silver, but 51 worth of gold.
Split our party fund. I say party fund.
People care if it goes party fund?
What is party fund?
Throw it into party
spent
fund
on?
for now, and then you can decide later.
Party materials, like if we wanted to buy a kit for the party or something.
Or bag of holding, or
Group expense stuff.
You also
That's fine.
you also find Amongst there is broken and beaten. Each of them have suits of leather armor, pretty torn up and beaten. They each have weapons, seem a little old, but they have a sword and they have an axe. Neither of which, just based on their wear, seem magical. The backpack that one of them, however, is wearing seem to be in good condition.
No, detect magic, I guess.
Just cast it.
Yeah.
Or sprinkle.
10 minutes or
You're gonna
not.
cast it or sprinkle?
I don't have it prepared, so I have to.
Ritual.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you ritual. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I-
not casting, that's a ritual.
Yeah, I have to ritual detect magic.
There's a
It's
feat
like
that
I
lets you
can tech-
sleep in armor, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I know there used to be.
I don't think so.
Well, I have
I'm just
no-
saying, because there might actually be a feat I'm willing to take.
No.
Because ordinarily, I'm not wearing heavy enough armor that I have to take it off. I usually wear light armor if I wear any armor at all.
Well, why would you? Why would you need to worry about that so much?
Because I just got attacked in my sleep.
It'll probably be the last time that happens.
Why?
Well,
Lehman's tiny hut
Well, yeah,
comes
we know
next
them all.
level.
Yeah.
Alright.
Otherwise, you find that it is, in fact, a magical backpack.
all right. What kind of magic does it have on it? Arcana check. 18.
Hold on.
Holding. It just looks like you got a big poop. Sometimes you gotta bring
This book
Jesus
will
into
tell
it.
me. I'm like, wait a minute, I know. what to do.
Every now and again, you have one of those ones that renews your faith in God.
Ah, yes. 3.5, where they tell you the schools of these items.
Don't they?
Yeah, it should. Or it'll tell you the spell.
The spell that it's based off of, alright. Referencing?
No, there's no penalty for sleeping in armor.
Then why wasn't I sleeping in armor?
Yes, there is.
Unless he says so.
There is.
But by rules, there aren't any.
So there's no penalty for sleeping in armor. Good.
Exhaustion.
Unless he says there is.
But there isn't one, so...
House rule.
There is.
0.
Yeah. Yeah, you got 0. No
That's
armor.
stupid.
No, it makes sense. Wasn't in a lot of other games. This was just in stripping out stuff to be easier. Which 5th likes to do.
Yeah, no actual rule for it.
Conjuration.
Just pops out cheese.
Am I able to discern at all? Oh, right. I can take a short rest and spend time with the item to figure out basically an idea of what it can do.
Is that a class ability or something?
No, it's just something Fifth allows you to do.
No, exhaustion.
They just codified fighter testing.
Okay.
Yeah, either you cast Identify, which gives you these specific written things, or you can spend a short rest and basically figure it out.
No, exhaustion.
Seems to have a series of compartments that hold more than what they
Neat.
Is
Bag
that
of
might
stuff.
normally do.
He would handy have her most likely.
Or a bag of tricks.
I go ahead and...
It should probably go on the person with the
pale
lowest strength, except
blue
for Dex.
material. As you look through it at that point, you find a bunch of vials. Still, I'm getting, this is probably early on. Still probably have your detect magic on, and nothing inside necessarily seems to be magic. Examination, and based on the fact that they're also held with a couple of lanterns in the same container, you have 3 vials of oil and 2 bullseye lanterns.
2 vials of oil?
3 oil, 2 lanterns.
Okay. 2 bullseye lanterns.
Unfortunately, you're not exhausted.
Bullseye.
Bullseye. You find 12 daggers,
Makes sense.
all in one compartment.
Hey, those things are priceless almost.
Well, it is literally just someone throwing them.
all I'm thinking now is, well, first of all, I've had characters that did that, but all I'm thinking...
Bandoliers of daggers, yeah.
All I'm thinking now is, have you guys ever seen Hoarders of Skyrim?
Yeah.
I need those. What if I decide to dual wield? this crab meat's not good anymore. This needs to be refrigerated.
It doesn't. It's fine. On the floor where I left it.
What are all these red hands?
I mean,
Worry
I
about
did
it.
swear to carry his burdens. Like, yeah, you did, Lydia. Yeah, you did. Shouldn't have done that, Lydia.
And the other pouch is what was rations, but you can tell this has been here long enough. It is bad.
Prestidigitation, go away. I clean it up and make it smell nice.
You just dump it on the floor, clean.
Yeah, it's still bad, but
It is now potpourri.
yeah.
Well, the food's gone. The compartment's clean and...
Yeah.
The food's still there. I'm just hand that away.
Yeah. Otherwise, you find yourself connecting in a short walk to what is a familiar-looking cavern.
You want a bullseye lantern?
For what?
For looking.
I'll take the oil.
Oil's better with him so he can throw it than light people on fire.
Do you want one? Okay.
No, I don't want any oil.
He can catapult it.
Yeah, catapult it. Full damage, then they're oiled, then Ryan sets them on fire.
Yeah.
They make great catapult ammo.
As long as they release
Yeah,
it.
I'll give the oil to Bob.
Yeah.
What, all three?
Yeah, I'll give you all three.
He's like, oh yeah, you have catapult. That's one of the things you can do.
I'm sorry.
You know, I want, like, vials of acid for the same purpose.
Yeah.
Vials of acid are like a D4 of damage, and they cost like 25 gold.
Yes. That doesn't mean I don't want them.
True.
I want lots of things I can't afford.
These flasks of oil were free.
Yeah. Well, festive oils are like gold, and they deal comparable damage once you set them on fire.
We just need to find an acidic slime and then have a whole bunch of bottles when we go out to fight it.
Just separate them, just bottle. I don't know if that would work, but the creature wouldn't be dead. You would just separate it into smaller pieces.
It would kill it eventually. You know, out of HP.
Can we get a thing full of oil with white phosphorus in it? Because white phosphorus, that's the one that reacts to air, right? So it hits it
Yeah,
and
I
it
think so.
self-ignites.
Well,
You got a little bit of science.
That is basically what alchemist fire is.
Well, that's what my dad did during his time in college. Is he figured out how much white phosphorus goes into white phosphorus grenades. That's what he did for when you. Yeah, that is actually the answer. Is not a lot. The problem is that he had to figure out a way to measure the white phosphorus, which kept catching on fire.
In a hood.
Yeah, he blew up one of the buildings. Well, one of the roofs because the hood got clogged. I also blew off his eyebrows once and threw him across the room.
We're in a cavern we've already been to? At the end of this hallway? Or was that just the end of the spider thing and we had to come back?
The end of the spider thing.
No.
It-
Oh. So it actually leads
the
back.
camera. Yeah.
I mean, you want me to pick it up?
No, I point out this one. They've just, there's more that they just export here I haven't drawn, but basically I just connected. This is the spider room they've gone to. This is the cavern that they'd gone to from the Minor Mine Company when they found
Hooked horror.
Hooked Horror.
Oh, so those two literally came up here and immediately got boned by the hook horror?
Yes. Yeah, you're basically where you found the goblin and the bugbear.
How'd they get through the spiders?
They didn't.
Oh, no.
No,
They
Yeah,
were
they
past
got-
the spider area
They
and
got
got
killed
hooked
by-
horror.
Yeah, they got
no, they
killed
did.
by the-
Spiders weren't there.
Yeah,
They were in the bar getting drunk.
The spiders were a recent thing, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I can now report on what I learned about the Chul, I suppose.
How much you want to conclude in your total report is...
But now we can circle back to town, see if there's more jobs, or start asking the
We need to start finding what hole Uncle Iga
Yeah,
was
start-
called into.
Ask Sword some more questions. Try to get Uncle Iroh back.
Yeah.
What Argyle?
No, Argyle's in a cave just doing pull-ups, getting strunk.
No, he's probably dead.
Well, last time you asked the sword, it didn't seem as such.
Ask for directions this time.
Just go one pathway at a time. Which direction? Wait till the next day. Hour concentration. Which direction?
Well, we could do that at the end of every day.
No. Ask it for directions to get to him. They might be vague, but it just feel like that interpretive thing. And he's like, okay, now you're going to go down the road here and take a left. And
Otherwise,
3 minutes down.
you find yourself in that cavern, and with 2 options available to get back to the city, and you can decide which one you choose to take next time. Join us for more then. Oh, you get some experience.
Negative XPs for taking a deal.
No, it was an experience.
Hey, we defeated that encounter. We defeated an Aboleth.
Yeah, that's gotta be worth some XP.
What's the actual challenge rating on an Aboleth?
10.
higher than us.
Yep. But yeah, you do not actually beat it.
No.
But I will still give you each 700 experience.
6,000.
I'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you.